When I was choosing the best web hosting service for my website, I searched everywhere, read through all kinds of websites, blogs, and reviews, talked to a lot of different people, and checked out a lot of YouTube videos. After spending hours and hours on end, I finally decided on which web hosting to go with, and I couldn't be happier. If you're here, you're probably looking for the best web hosting for your own website. To save you time and energy, I want to give you a complete rundown on the best web hosting services for beginners and how I chose the web hosting for my website. Just a quick note that the web hostings listed here are for people with one or multiple small to medium-sized websites. If you're running a very heavy website with a huge amount of traffic and large amount of media like images, videos, and audio files, then this might not be the best review for you. But if you're just starting out or looking to grow your online business, blog, or online portfolio, and you need fast and secure hosting, then you're at the right place. Out of the about 20 web hosting companies that I looked into, here are the ones that I think are the best web hostings for beginners, especially for WordPress websites. Before we dive right in, it's good to know that there are a few different types of hosting services. I'm going to talk about them quickly to help you understand what you're getting with the particular plan you decide to go with. There's shared hosting, usually the least expensive option, where your website is hosted on a server with other websites. Shared hosting is the most common type of hosting. It's probably the one you should be looking for unless your website is big or has special technical requirements. There's virtual private server, VPS. A VPS website has its own dedicated portion of the server, so the performance of your website is not affected by other traffic changes. There's dedicated server, where only a single server runs your website, where all the storage space and the power are available for your website alone. Then there's cloud hosting, where servers run on a giant public cloud like Amazon Web Services, AWS, where you can scale up by adding more spaces without having to switch hosting providers. Now that we've looked at the different types of web hostings, here are a few things that I paid attention to when I was looking for the right web hosting for me, and the reasons why I think you should also consider these different factors. One factor is the speed. Google favors websites that run quickly, and no one likes to wait around for a website to load. That is why speed is so important to making sure that your website will show up on search engines, and you can also make sure that your visitors will stay when they check out your website. Next, we've got security. Having a web hosting server that's supplied with powerful firewalls, secure socket layer certificate, and is regularly monitored by the hosting company is important. Then there's the support. Having good technical support is also important because no matter how tech savvy you might be, you're bound to run into issues and problems that will need someone on your web hosting team to look over for you. Being not very tech savvy myself, this was incredibly important to me when I was searching for a web hosting. Then there's scalability. Looking down the line, do you see a website getting more traffic, or is there a possibility of you creating more websites? If you think so, then you might have to go with a web hosting server that can support you on your journey. Then there's pricing. Pricing is another important factor, especially for beginners. When you're just starting out, you're probably not ready to spend a lot of money upfront, so finding a web hosting that can offer you an affordable hosting plan is important. Keep in mind that while the price may be inconvenient, you also get what you pay for. There are many free web hosting opportunities out there, but there are limitations to those options. If you can get the affordable options rather than the free options, then your website will likely be in better hands. Now that we've talked about the 5 factors to consider, let's dive right in and talk about web hosting platforms. You can find the link to every single web hosting platform in the description box. There's Bluehost, which is probably the most well-known web hosting company on the internet. A lot of bloggers, entrepreneurs, and brands recommend Bluehost, so I decided to check it out. Bluehost started in 1996, and it's part of a huge corporation which owns other hosting providers. It's also one of the top recommended providers by WordPress. It now powers more than 2 million websites all over the world. Bluehost has 3 main web hosting plans and pricing. Let's have a look at the different plans provided by Bluehost. The basic plan starts at $2.95 per month, then it's $7.99 after the first year. It is good for you if you have one website and 50 GB of storage is enough. You can have as many websites and domains as you want, and the storage is unmetered. You can also get unlimited email accounts. Let's have a look at some pros of Bluehost web hosting. The first year of Bluehost web hosting plan is very cheap. It is easy to set up with a clean interface. It offers a wide range of web hosting options with great uptime. You can get one free domain on the basic plan and unlimited domains for the higher plans for the first year. You can get up to 5 email addresses included in your basic plan and unlimited email addresses with the high plans, and a lot of storages and no limit with the bandwidth. Let's break down the 5 elements that are important when choosing a web hosting service and see if Bluehost is right for you. Let's have a look at the speed. The uptime, which describes how well the web hosting keeps their system up and running, is definitely incredible with Bluehost. With the speed of the website, I read through around 20 websites, watched a lot of different YouTube videos about Bluehost, and some people say that the speed is great, while the others say it's terrible. Bluehost only has US servers, so if you or your website visitors are based out of North America, then your website will likely be a little bit on the slower side. Bluehost seems to be quite secure with their standard plans, and they also offer a site lock at $20 per year for extra security. I've read mixed reviews about the support at Bluehost, but I had a great experience with them. But the thing is, it was probably fast because I was talking to the sales team and not the technical support team. With the scalability, there are quite a few different plans for you to choose from, so it's possible to stay with Bluehost and grow your online business. But Bluehost doesn't offer cloud hosting in case that's something you might need. With pricing, Bluehost is very affordable for the first year, covering the cost of your domain and up to 5 email addresses within the price of the hosting. But from the second year, the price gets more expensive, although it's still quite affordable. Bluehost is also good for you if you and your target audience is mainly based in North America. But if you have a big website or are based out of North America, you might consider another option. Now let's look at SiteGround. SiteGround is another web hosting company that's recommended by WordPress. It's also known for being the web hosting with the best support. It's also one of the recommended partners for my favorite WordPress theme builder, Divi. You can find out more about Divi in the link that I'm going to put in the description box. SiteGround has been running since 2004 and is currently powering over 2 million domains. SiteGround has 4 offices and different data center locations around the world, including US, UK, Netherlands, Germany, Singapore, and Australia. Here are the 3 main shared hosting plans on SiteGround. The startup plan starts from $6.99 per month for the first year, then is $14.99 per month after the first year. It's best for users that have 1 small to medium-sized websites and don't need more than 10 GB of space. Here are some good things about SiteGround. It has great uptime, high-speed hosting, user-friendly, and great interface. It also has fantastic support, allow collaborators to join, and also has great backup options. The only con I can find with SiteGround is that it can get quite pricey, especially after the first year. Let's break SiteGround down even more by looking at the 5 different elements. There's the speed. The uptime of SiteGround is great, and the speed is also incredible. Since they have data centers in multiple locations around the world, you'll be able to get decent speed no matter which continent or your visitors are on. Then let's talk about security. SiteGround has a lot of extra security features to make sure your website is secure and running smoothly. Even if you have more than 1 website, your websites are separate, so you don't have to worry about your websites affecting each other. They also back up your website once a day with regular security reports. Now let's talk about support. SiteGround has absolutely fantastic support, probably the best support I've ever received on the internet, period. You can open a ticket and expect them to respond within a few minutes. The support team is friendly and also very eager to help. It definitely helps for beginners and even experts because you likely have questions or run into issues. Knowing that support is just 1 button away can really ease your mind. And then there's the scalability. There are many different hosting plans available for you, and you can upgrade as you grow on SiteGround. With pricing, SiteGround is more expensive than other budget web hosting options, but you can truly get what you pay for and more. Pricing-wise, SiteGround is sitting at the middle high part of the scale, but the quality is comparatively one of the best out of all of the web hostings out there. SiteGround is the platform that I chose to use. It's an amazing web hosting option with a lot of additional features like daily backups and collaborators that other web hostings might not offer. SiteGround is more expensive, especially after the first year, but the features and the support definitely justify the price. If you're thinking about getting SiteGround, you can start with a plan for the first year and also protected by the 30-day money-back guarantee. The next web hosting platform I want to introduce to you is Hostinger. I recently discovered Hostinger and I was blown away by it, so I want to introduce this web hosting to you. Hostinger is an affordable option for people looking for reliable and secure shared hosting services. You can get all the necessary features to get started with your own website. Hostinger started in 2004 and they provide website hosting to over 29 million users in 178 countries. I've heard that the pricing of Hostinger has been increasing slowly, but here are the pricings as of today. It's also important to note that the displayed monthly price is for a subscription of 2 years, so you have to commit to the 2 years. Okay, there's the single shared hosting plan which starts at 99 cents per month, then $2.15 per month, and includes everything you need to get started with your website. Let's look at some pros of Hostinger. It has very affordable shared hosting plans with incredible speed, amazing uptime, and a custom dashboard that's very easy to use even for beginners. It also offers free domains and free email addresses. To get access to the live chat support, you need to pay an additional fee, and there are also some hidden fees for additional features. Hostinger is one of the cheapest web hosting services, yet still providing incredible speed, uptime, and also free domain and email addresses. Even just getting the basic plan, it comes with everything you would need to start your website. I personally like that the base plan is quite cheap and you can purchase additional features on top to customize your own plan. I'm actually considering changing to Hostinger once my current subscription with SiteGround expires. I want to also briefly mention Kinsta and WP Engine. These two hosting platforms are more expensive than the other platforms, but they definitely have the fastest speed out of all of the web hosting companies. I've used Kinsta for over 2 years and it has a simple and easy to use interface. It's very reliable, it detects any problems your website might have and sends you instant reports. Kinsta can get quite pricey, especially because none of their plans support unlimited websites, and the cheapest plan starts at $30 per month. WP Engine is another very popular web hosting. It offers fast and reliable, secure hosting for WordPress websites. It's especially popular among web developers, people with heavy websites and a lot of files, data, and traffic, or people with a large number of websites. But if your website is going to have a lot of traffic with a lot of technical features, then you might consider these two web hosting platforms. Choosing the web hosting to go with can take quite some time and quite a lot of energy, but don't let this step stop you. Consider the tips and these different web hosting companies that I've introduced to you here today and make a decision. Getting your web hosting is going to take you one step closer to bringing your online business in front of the whole entire world. If you're interested, I've also included detailed reviews of these platforms in the description box, so make sure to check them out. Let me know in the comment section down below, which of these web hostings would you go with? If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you'd like it, and if you want to find out more about how to start, grow, and scale your online business, make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.